You ready? Good. Let's go.
Hi everyone. My name is Michelle Cow, and I am here today with Trista, one of my senior stylists. He so great to come here and be my cameraman. He actually behind the camera. So yeah, I am a Blossom Salon owner, and I am also a master stylist here. I do color and cut, but yes, I do more color than cut. I start my career as cutting, then I do more color as my career more advanced. So I am so honored and excited to be here with you today. In front of me is more than just one camera, so I do have a couple more cameras. We are an Arrojo Ambassador Salon. We joined Arrojo Network since last year, and it was so amazing. Arrojo is not only give us the hottest trend, the education, but connection to so many great artists that some of them become great fan of mine, and they helping me with a lot of education products. So we really feel that it's a great move for join the ambassador program. I am honored to be a member of an art team as well. So please follow me on my Instagram is at About Michelle Cow. I do have a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel and Facebook is the Michelle Cow, and our salon is Blossom Salon and Spa in San Mateo, California. I hope Nick Arrojo will have time today to join this video, and I know that he's very busy as well. So yeah, I am going to share with you the foil technique and also how to master your technique with enlightener to achieve the result something like this. Does anybody have a comment yet? Hello. Okay. So I couldn't see.
Aspen, love your outfit.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Aspen.
So I couldn't see. You know, normally you will see yourself in the camera, so you know that who's talking to you. So I am not able to see everyone. I am going to answer your question. Trista is going to read to me your questions, and I will try to answer as much as I can. And but thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. So let's get started. So Blossom Salon been in business for 6.5 years. Personally, I'm a stylist in the U.S. It's about more than 10 years, and I was working internationally in Hong Kong or Vietnam prior to moving to the U.S. So I was behind the chair for a pretty long time as a hairstylist. So there's a difference between result between style from international and the U.S. Now today my focus is about how to achieve this kind of look on dark hair that's starting level 2, level 3. That would be a lot of Asian hair, a lot of hair that are you know, it's pretty dark. Dark hair, when you want to achieve the tone before you toning and finish result, you need to be able to create that beautiful bleach work. So bleach is something that I found that we're not able to learn in school. Everybody mixing bleach with 20 volume. However, we have 5 volume, we have 10 volume, we have 30 volume, we have a 40 volume. So now I'm going to start with some subsection first, and I'm going to show you how I prepare every single time that I start with the client. Are we good?
Beautiful. Alex, say hi.
Hi, Alex. I am not going to be able to say hello to a lot of names. I will probably say hello later, but if you have any question for me, and please have a question for me, and I will explain a little bit more. This is going to be my first time on Arrojo Facebook Live to share some of my technique.
Brian, say hi.
Hi, Brian. Some of my technique, and before today, I was watching a lot of great educator, and great salon owner, great hairdresser, and that was helping me a lot to be in the class today. So I really appreciate the Arrojo platform and Nick Arrojo, and also all the Arrojo art team member, the senior member, leaders that help me through and guide me through all this process. So I can't say thank you enough. So I am going to show you what I prepare, and if I'm missing something, Trista going to remind me. He's going to camerize and he's going to help me today. So on the tray here, normally we would wear black as our dress code for our salon, but today since we're not working, and by the way, we in San Mateo and we don't have the reopen date yet, so we're still waiting. And I'm glad that Nick and other salon owners already have date, and some of them already reopened, but until today we don't have it yet. So I feel like a little dressed up today as a theme with Trista to feel good, feel better, and create that momentum. So I have my foil here. We use foil. It's already pre-cut this way, so it's easy and faster. This is the enlightener that I already mixed. This is 20 grams of Aveda Enlightener and 40 grams of 5 volume. Not 20 volume, not 40 volume. Next to me is I have another brush, and I will show you why I use another brush, the clean brush, and why I have it there. I also prepare another red hair comb. I have 2, just in case if I'm going to drop one, I'm not going to pick it up, I'm going to get another one. Preparation and thoughtful and organized preparation is really the key.
Julian, say, well, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. By the way, the hair is Trista just fixed my hair today. Normally I just
Thank
put it
you.
up, right? Thank you so much. Trista has been with us for 4 years, and he's the amazing senior, and he in the program as become a master stylist. So he will be in charge with teaching all the associate in our associate program. So I might talk a little fast. I might need to relax and slow down a little bit. By the way, so I have an extra clip.
So we,
Here.
Aspen, have a question.
Yeah.
What brand is your applicator brush?
Oh, we just use what's the name? I forgot the name. We do have Aveda brush. We got this one from Cosmo Pro. So I'm not sure. I mean, this is all don't have a name anymore. However, for me, it's not about the brand. It's about how soft and how new the brush is. You don't want the brush that have like the bristle is very worn out. So because you want, this is not a balayage brush or 4-layer brush. Even so, I still use the same brush when I do 4-layer or balayage. It's your technique and how you meticulous, right? But yeah, the brush is supposed to be pretty clean and pretty new. It's like a toothbrush, you know. If you see them a little worn out, it's a time to change, and we don't use those. So this is the brush, yeah.
Cool.
All right, so I do have the towel here, that a wet towel. Why I'm doing that? Because when I am doing enlightener work, even with foil layout or bar layout, I don't wear gloves at all. Because time is money, right? So we want to be, but we want to be time money, but we want to be accurate time. We want to be proper application. We don't want to fast and messy, yeah? So I never wear gloves because I train myself to be very disciplined, and even my clothes, I wear very nice black dress. You would never see me have a bleach on my clothes at all, even with balayage and foil technique. So let's go to what I am using today. So yes, earlier I was mentioned I am using 20 grams of enlightener and 40 grams of 5-volume developer, cream developer. And yes, we use Aveda color here in our salon, and I am certified as the Aveda Master Colorist with Aveda 4 years ago. I was teaching on Aveda Network as a colorist as well. So thank you for watching. So now I have a door hat here, and I did a subsection, and just that you can go a little bit closer. So I divided to be a centerpiece, which is a 4 hops here, and I also have left side, right side, and the back. And this is what is the foil after look like when I apply all the bleach, and what is the foil after. It's about 15% of her natural hair gonna be outside of the foil. There is a reason why, and it's an option. It's not have to be only one way. The reason why I decided to have a 15% of her nice and original hair out, because we want to create that depth. Hair that are, some hair can be, or just start with wear that hair, just like you can turn your thing there. Just the hair is, there is no hair left out from the foil. So I done his hair as well. So there is a different look, but to achieve this kind of look, or myself, I do wear this kind of hair, I always keep that original dark hair, about 15%, right? So what happened is create that dimension. And when it grow out nicer. So when you make that decision, you have to think about her natural base are nice. If her natural base already, you know, mousy, brownish, whatever color, I wouldn't want to create that. I don't want to have that as my base, right? So you can see her base are nice, and it's the virgin hair, it's dark, so I want to keep that. You can see her, I cut it off, and you can see that is all the virgin, the old original hair. So I want to have that in there. Now, the main thing about is traditional way, when we learn how to apply bleach, we start from the nape first. And we go to the top, and we go to the sides, and we go to the top, right? So when you traditional way, you start from the nape, you start with a low developer, and then you work your way up in the front, and you start with the higher developer. It's not wrong way, but with this kind of technique, with this kind of result, and client gonna come back and get this every 4 months, I found that you start from the front first. It will help you and help the result, much better result, and keep the longevity of the hair much more than you start from the back or the neck first. Why? The hair from the front is always much finer hair, much delicate hair. So therefore, when you start with a lower developer on the front first, it's gonna gently enlighten. You're gonna start both sides first with the same developer, depending on how fast your bleach work, and you go for the front for half. And you're gonna start the back with a 40 volume here. We don't have 50 volume or 100 volume in our salon. We very just strictly use Aveda color. So 40 volume is the strongest developer that we have. So we have to really use what we have. And also, integrity of the hair is very important to me because the longevity of the client coming back. When they're wearing something like this, they pay thousands of dollars to see me, and every couple of months they come back and touch up their root here. They don't want to break that hair, right? So we want to keep that hair on their head as much as we can. So I do a lot of baby weave. I will show you. So there is a lot of a time client would see this on my Instagram at about Michelle Cow, and I do a lot of this work. Client come and say, hey, I want to get this haircut. Consultation is very important. I do about 30-minute consultation, complimentary. This work is done, sometimes done in 2 sittings, sometimes done in 1. Yeah,
So,
question.
Mark Peterson say hello from Alberta,
Yeah,
Canada.
Like I said earlier, I'm not seeing who's in there, so I appreciate everybody watching me right now. I am going to speak a little fast, so I might be slow down. If you have a more question, Chista can read that to me, and I want to answer you as much as possible. So today is more about how to apply the bleach, where you apply the bleach, what kind of bleach you use, what developer you're starting with, and why, and how much you charge for this. I charge approximately about $2,000 for this hair, right? And that would be a haircut prior to the color, and then the color coming to me in one day, about 5 to 6 hours. And I do all the foil work. I pre-tone and wash out and final tone. Sometimes final tone can be 2 tone. Sometimes final tone can be 1 tone. But it's approximately about 6 hours of my work. 6 hours of my work, I don't take other client in between, and I would charge about $1,500 to $2,000 on that day. So I'm very honest and upfront with the client in terms of how much I charge and why I charge what I charge, right? And if you want to have that look, then that's what it is. And yes, you have to come back every, let's say, 3 to 4 or 5 weeks to get some sort of retone, but it's not going to be something exactly the same anymore, right? This is a one-of-a-kind kind of look. The technique is very simple, but you have to master on your applications, and you have to master on your vision. What does your vision look like? The client can bring you pictures, or you can use pictures of someone, some other artist's work, but you created your own with her face, with her skin tone, with her personal style. So now I will start my first foil. I'm going to move this out in the way so just I have more room. Now my first foil, I'm going to start here underneath here and then on top of the ear. I am using Arrojo hair clip, and you can purchase Arrojo hair clip, Arrojo razor, Arrojo comb through arrojoNYC.com. We love this, and I'm always wear the clip here. It actually look really good when you wear black outfit.
Yeah, they're matching.
And you wear like something like this. It's sort of like give you that kind of like, you know, style. So if the client, so the door head is sitting here, but in general, client gonna sit exactly it is. And I have the cushion, I have the pad. Today I'm wearing high heel too because I'm trying to look pretty. But normally I would wear flat. I'm always stand in this position. And I'm gonna move her around when I need it, but I'm not gonna walk around. I'm gonna use a cushion to protect me because the whole hair, it will take me, depending on how much how thick the client hair, in between 2 hours to 3 hours, just foiling. Standing and foiling, just water and coffee in between. Just our hair take me about 3 hours. Just foil, because very thin foil. Why? Because her hair is, remember her hair is starting level 2 or level 3. My hair is level 2. Trista hair is level 2, 2.5. And if you want to leave it to level 9 and 10, that is a really huge. That's like 7 to 8 level of lift. 40 volume is, in theory, only give us 4 level of lift. In theory, right? Now, I found a way that you can give that lift from the really dark hair to level 9, level 10, but you may have to be patient. You have to slow cook. You can't be fast and put everything, put all the bleach in the hair and then finger cross. No, every time you put your bleach on that foil, you know exactly what the bleach gonna do and how when you take off the bleach, what level from the front to the back, everything gonna be even level. So that when you're gonna tone, it's gonna be beautiful, yeah? So I start here, and the first foil, because it's on above of the ear, I will bend my foil, but in general I don't need to. I'll tilt the client head a little bit. Now, I mean, no head hairline, it will be a little bit harder to get the foil as close as you want it. However, the trick is you put your foil here and you over direction. You over direct the foil. I mix my enlightener and I use only one side of my brush. I angle my brush to make sure it's saturated from the top to the bottom to the underneath of the hair. Now, if I want to lock this foil, remember you're gonna work all, the whole hair gonna be all
Camille, say
foils.
hi to you, Michelle.
Who is that?
Camille.
Hi Camille, I love your haircut, amazing. So today I am not showing how I am doing the whole hair of foils because that's just to repeat the step, right? I'm gonna show you why I'm starting here and why I'm using what I'm using. Now, so remember this first foil is you gonna go over direction. Now, because you're gonna use a lot of foil, so you're gonna push that pressure on the first foil. So, how you're gonna lock that foil so that secure that foil doesn't move, right? So you're gonna lock this first foil, you're gonna bend that foil inward. So it's secure here. Now, if you want to have hair similar like Trista, which is no hair left out from the foil, then you would put everything in the foil. but it has to be very, very thin. Remember, our model, our client is a level 2 and level 3 dark hair. I am coming with a second foil, same thing. Now, do not drop this. I teach my assistant or seniors or whoever. I say, no, the hair clip is always, not, you don't drop it back here, right? Because it saves you a lot of time. And when I'm weaving little hair out, you can see my subsection, the width of my subsection. Sorry, this enlightener has been sitting here for about an hour, so it's kind of watery. So you want them to be a middle. You don't want to have your foil or your bleach that not one side or too much space and another side too narrow. When you're doing that, it just prevents the bleeding because you don't want that bleach get into client's scalp. I mean, with 5 volume, it's not that bad, but if it's a 40 volume, it's very itchy. Yeah. So client comfort is important as well. I'm doing the third one.
Mark, he loved the Aveda bleach.
Yeah, Aveda bleach is I found really gentle. It's super gentle on hair. You see, if you all follow me on Instagram at About Michelle Cow, you will see even myself, I bleach. She start do the bleach work. She start bleach my hair for you exactly what I am doing right now. I showed Trista one time, he done it, that's it. And of course I toned my hair with platinum, I toned my hair ash, I toned my hair with a different, and my hair would last about 6 to 8 months until I get a touch-up. A touch-up to this, for this kind of look, is not like a color retouch, okay? It's the same pricing. It's about 5 to 6 hours of work anyway. Also, don't forget, when you spend this much time to consultation and to do the work, don't forget to tell the client to come in with beautiful makeup and maybe wear black or something chic so you can take pictures after. Your picture after is really important. Not every picture after that I done with client or with my work is I will post, right? Some I post, some I'm not really post. But when you take picture before and after, as far as color, is you can re-evaluate your work. What can I do differently next time? How I'm gonna do that? Sometimes with this kind of work, it might take me about more than 7 hours, and I'm like tired, I'm exhausted. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna do the pictures. I'll make sure I'm gonna bend her head. I'm gonna make sure that she wears sunglasses, and if she doesn't have sunglasses, I will have my sunglasses for her. I need that pictures to not only have to prove my work, because the client can come to me. I have so many clients come to me from Instagram, unbelievable, because all this work. I say, I want that look. Okay, $2,000 on that look, and why, right? Now, when I say about earlier, when I mentioned about why we do fine volume on the front first, and why we're doing more here, remember, hair in the front are much more finer. Second, when you in the front, this is where the client gonna see the most, right? You start with the foil for 2 hours. 2 hours is my time. Like, I'm very fast. But when you first started with your career as a colorist, or from the hair cutter transition to be hair colorist, you would be a little bit slower, right? When you slower doesn't mean you're gonna put the hair too thick so you can get faster. No, because it's not gonna lift you 7 or 8 level. You have to be very thin. So when you started here, you started like, okay, you feel good. You're like, okay, this is $2,000 service. By the time you get to the back and the nape and the back hair, you feel tired. You might be a little bit sloppy, right? It's forgivable. But what if you start this service as the nape beautiful, because you have all the energy, you get your coffees and everything, and by the time you get to the fun, which is most important piece, right? You could go to a money piece here, a money area, client will see it here. You're gonna start to be tired. When you're tired, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna put this hair, done, right? So when you lift this hair, you have to lift them to be even level 10. What it called is it lifts you to level 9 and 10. Did you get this? This will take me 10 minutes to write a Arrojo on this paper. I want to make sure it's beautiful wording. So I'm going to show you the next one. How many minutes we have? We have 30 minutes? Yeah. So what I'm saying is when you lift the hair that are 7 level, think about 9 and 10. I do have a copy of something that if you need to, in terms of what lead to what, and then I can send you the copy. You can DM me at about Michelle Cow, or you can reach out to me at Arrojo as well. So when you want to lift to the level of 10, you want to have that pale yellow, right? When you have a pale yellow, you are able to pre-tone her and tone her. You don't have that brushiness when after the tone wash away. Remember longevity of the service. Color, they spend a lot of money to pay you. So that quality of the service is very important. The client can walk out, look beautiful, but when the color fading beautiful as well. So you want to make sure that. Now in here, I put a little bit of how you work with developer. And of course, I'm gonna go more detailed, more basic of when you use 5 volume and why you don't have to tone and so on in a different class. But what I'm saying is, when it's a 5 volume and 10 volume, you choose them wisely. You choose your color catalyst wisely. Because bleach is the same. It's a similar enlightener of every single company. Can be L'Oreal, can be Aveda, can be, doesn't matter. But, and same thing with volume. They would have a different as well. They would have something similar, 5 volume, 10 volume. And how many percent of oxygen in that bottle, you have to understand. I think this is what missing in our cosmetology program, or in missing a lot in colorish or people doing color. This is a foundation of understanding what's in that bottle. Why I use 5 volume? Because we have some client or some technician that came to us. They only use 20 volume. Always our 20 volume is ran out of our inventory. I said, why do you use 20 volume? What you don't want to do is you do overlifting and then tone it down. Because when you overlift, if you only need to lift the client to level 6 or level 7 or level 8, just lift her to where you want. Don't overlift her to level 10, because at higher you lift her, as the longevity, as the integrity of the hair is already compromised. Right? So she come back with all the bracket hair, you have to be the one that deal with it. Right? To be able to be guaranteed that service, that result, you really have to understand why. Right? I do, just a little note, I do a lot of 5 volume and 10 volume on blonde, highlights, balayage, and balayage hair. While they come with a color retouch, I do some piece of balayage, and I use 5 volume and 10 volume without toning. Clean means you don't need the tone. Tone is only a layer of nail polish. It's gonna go away in 1 wash, 2 wash, 3 wash. Depend on it's a semi-permanent or semi-permanent, even permanent. People think that you put permanent color, permanent tone on the bleach hair, it's gonna be permanent. No, permanent on bleach hair will wash away. But when you use permanent on your tone, you have to think about permanent. Most of permanent color is actually have ammonia in it. Ammonia going to create that rustiness and lift hair even more, even open more of the cuticle. So why the result is uneven? Because you want deposit, you don't want to be lifting anymore. So I have this chart. If you need more detail, you can always DM me. Again, we at Blossom Salon and Spa in San Mateo, California. And my Instagram is at Michelle Cow, at about Michelle Cow. So I have all this. We do have a liquid to tone, liquid we use in the bottle. So let's go back. How many minutes we have? Are we on time?
Yes.
So we use, so this is picture that are result of that. And I am always start on my right hand side because I'm right-handed. So I make sure that I am comfortable. I make sure that I enjoy my work. Sometimes I chit-chat with the client as well, right? And when I turn her to the second subsection, I will face her away and I'm gonna stand exactly the same position. This is my work. Hairdressers wear and tear. Our bodies are wear and tear, crazy. So think about it. You are a long horse, run the long run, right? When you're able to do a beautiful master work, it takes you a very long time. It takes me years to get to where I am today. So I'm gonna start from the right hand side and move her. I'm saying exactly the same. I do the same for your work. Now,
Okay, Julian have a question.
yeah.
So, can we see how she has a section, the client around the back? So
Yeah,
that's
right here.
You're right here.
So depend on her head shape. So I'm doing 2 scenarios. Some clients have a big head shape, right? When they have big head shape, this is how I divide it. Even though she have a small head shape, but I divide it for you. But that's the right question. Now, most of the client would have this head shape. So in the back, it's very genetic, right? You divide in, it's just quadrant here, and you have a top here. The reason why I have the 4 half section depend on if the client gonna wear her hair in the middle or the client gonna wear her on the side. I'm gonna make them up. I adjust my subsection based on how she wear her hair. So she can wear her hair on the bang, or she can wear her hair on side bang, straight bang. It doesn't matter. You have to be able to customize. But yes, if she is big head, I have a big head. Well, Asians have a bigger head than Caucasians. It's just how anatomy, that's how we born with, right? So if she have a bigger head shape, you have to have 3 of that in the back instead of 2. So you have 3. So I divide them based on the head shape because I want to make sure all the hair in the middle of my foil. I don't have different side of the foil. I have a one side of the foil. And we all use the same foil. It's already pre-cut. So I work nicely with my work. And you will see on my Instagram, I sometimes post just this. Or sometimes I make it even better. I put everything in there and create a masterpiece. Actually, some clients love, they actually take their own selfie when they're foil on their head because it's a beautiful foil, right? It shows a lot of organization. It shows a lot of your patience, your step by step. Even though this is not a result, but it shows her, if you can start with something like this, you want to be finished something even better. It's a show off. we showing off our technique and our foil, how it's organized. All right? I hope that would help. Any other question?
Oh.
So,
She said thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. So so this is the finished look. Now, I do start with my faux hawk here section, and most of the time I will start in that. And for layout or face me, I hope I will have a chance to be in Arrojo Facebook platform in the future, and I will show you different techniques. So today I'm going to show you just this kind of finish. Right, this is how I foil. Now, with the faux hawk section here, in general, I would do about 7.5% volume or 10% volume. Right, so I starting to increase my developer strength. So I'm doing that. I'm doing the same technique. And when I'm going with the neck here, I mean, obviously she have a very short hair. So I will start from here at the 20 volume, depending on how fast I am. 20 volume and go up here 40 volume. All right. I will come back and do a couple more for you, and you can see my technique as well. Now let me walk you through why we have Arrojo. So we was an Aveda salon. We was in business for 6.5 years up to today, right? Aveda product is great, but last year I knew that there is something that we missing. So I went to New York. I reached out to Nick and I say, hey Nick, I really love you. I admire you for a very long time. How can I work with you? How can I be in your organization? And that decision is not overnight. I wake up and I decide that. I research him. I admire him for a very long time. I was a big fan that always sitting in the back and watching Nick Arrojo from far, far away. And so I came to him and I said, hey, I want to join you and so on. So we so glad that we have to join Arrojo. So he not only, so I came to a couple shows, I teach some technique, I learned Arrojo razor. You might see me do some Arrojo razor cut in the future. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see some of that is my razor cut as well. And I am so grateful for the technique. I mean, I came from scissor cut. I was from Vida Sassoon in Shanghai, and it's just so, pristine, very, it's just scissor cut. And when I learned Arrojo razor, and I cut myself, and I have him, I went to LA with him, I went to New York, I have Derek teaching me, I have Patrick teaching me, and I cut my fingers so many times, but I continue going. I am not a master in razor cut yet, but a straight razor from Arrojo is a great addition to my technique that I will master that. And that is something that I add on to my pocket as a technician. So with all the look that you see, this is all the hair that I have done. I mean, here is the more foliage and barriers and things. The finishing products is really important, right? So every enlightener work, you need to have mask. You make sure that you're going to treat that hair nicely. I use whip treatment. Is the best thing ever. All clients that have highlight hair, enlightened hair, this is an add-on service in our salon. We don't just do it and say, hey, this is free. No, this is what you need, and we're going to do that. We're going to charge the client, but we do that in every single service at highlight. And then, of course, we love the color safe shampoo and conditioner. This is the kind of look that you need the color safe shampoo and conditioner. Client gonna come and pay for the service, and they're gonna walk home with Arrojo color safe shampoo and conditioner, because you need to have that color locked in. You need to have that color to be shine and be beautiful, right? I blow dries, brow brush. I use styling whip, cream whip, and of course the foam to have it nice and smooth. And I'm gonna move this little head out. Then I finish with hairspray and I go to hairspray and dry shampoo. Well, we all know that I am a dry shampoo girl, right? I wear my hair, I wash my hair once a week and always dry shampoo. So I am doing that. Dry shampoo on the client, even though the client with a clean hair. What happens is create more texture. And as you can see, most of my work is texture. Texture is it, right? So even hair that are long hair, it can be long layer, can be whatever. You can see it's a lot of movement and texture. That's softness, and that's very modern look. So that's why I'm using a lot of dry shampoo. And clients love Arrojo dry shampoo. So do I, right? They can't get enough of it. We sell so many. So we're so grateful, and I'm so proud of that decision that I made to join Arrojo and I'm honored to be in Arrojo art team, which is I learned so much from all the art team members as the leaders. It's just amazing network. The product is so amazing. I mean, we still have other products in our salon, but Arrojo is really the product that our client would love because it's not only smell good, it's really give that result. It's work, right? So that's what I do as well. Any question for me? I feel like it's hot here. Sorry, my allergies is kind of getting to me today. In the meantime, I was planning to having fun, but sometimes when you're in the class, you don't know, you might missing something. So let me see. So all the tools that we use, you can find out on arrojoNYC.com. Education, amazing education. It's just like to get it done and just focus on the result. I love that. And connect to so many leaders, so many educators that they give you all the answers that other people would not care. I mean, I have those people with Arrojo network. I only knew them since last year, or some of them just recently. But it's like an old friend. I text them, they respond right away. They say, hey, this is what we do. It's amazing group of people. It's really a group of people that are, it's not only understand you. They know what you're going through. They've been there, done that, but they uplift you. They show you the way. They walk their way and they show you the way. So I am so grateful to being in this platform and in front of you, stand in front of you. And I'm grateful so for everything that are happening to us. So Tristas, I am grateful for you to come in today as well.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
So I am continuing doing this foil. If you have any question about technique.
Yeah.
Now, practically, I am showing you a technique today. So therefore, I will folding the foil one at a time, right? But in general, when I with clients, I will just fold one side. I keep this side here. And of course your foil have to be nice and tight. It's not loose and moving around. And I will continuing my work. And as I work up to the top, you see I'm only doing one side. I work up to the top. How many minutes we have left, Trista? we on time.
I think maybe 15-20 minutes left, right?
Maybe 10 minutes left. Thank you, sister. So show them the enlightener bowl. So when I am taking my enlightener, I use one side my brush on it. When I take the enlightener, I learn to discipline. I only take it on one side. This is what I'm applying to my foil. And when I'm placing the brush to the bleach bowl, I'm placing them here. What happens is when you're doing this is a trick. When you do the next foil, thank you, Michelle.
Welcome, Michelle.
Okay, so when you do the next foil, let's just say when you put the foil this way, now I come back with the bowl and I am taking that bleach, whatever I need, in one side of my brush. So to avoid the brush is so messy. What happens if your brush is too messy here, your index finger, your middle finger and your thumb gonna touch it. Think about it is a 40 volume and you do it all day, every day, you're gonna eating your finger, you're gonna feel itchy, right? So when you organize this way, you will not have to deal, you're not gonna deal with that problem. Same thing, when you apply the bleach, it's only on the center. When you fold your foil, it doesn't get into your hand. So I'm gonna go all the way up here and I'm gonna fold on this side, on my right hand side together. So it actually keeps them together so it doesn't move. Also, it's faster. Now, earlier I showed you that I have a wet towel here I prepare on my tray. Right? Sometimes if there is happening that you have that bleach get into your finger, you are able to clean them right away. Because if you're waiting for 5 minutes, 10 minutes when it process, you're gonna get itchy here and it's gonna be very hard for you to remove them. And sometimes you have to brush your finger, right? So you can use this towel right away to clean your fingers. Now, I do have a brush, the clean brush here, and does anyone know that why I have my clean brush here? Oh wait, if you already know. So when I have a clean brush here, because sometimes if I'm doing foil layout, I'm doing ball layout, and sometimes the enlightener or the bleach can get into a little bit dot somewhere or maybe some here. That's how I clean it with my clean brush. Yeah, I mean with this technique you might not experience those, but just prepare. If there is something, if it's the bleach it's gonna happen to be one dot here, just use the brush and brush it off. So the clean brush is a really great tool. All right, we will be finishing very soon. I mean, you can also bend this. People would do this, right? There's nothing wrong. For me, if the hair is long, longer than this, I would use the whole foil. Because this is already pre-cut, so you would have that line here that's strong enough, so you can just place them nicely. Now, if the hairs are shorter, you don't want to create that too long of a foil, then you can bend them as well. It's up to you. So this is faster than this kind of movement. It's not wrong, but I found that it's much take you much longer time. It's the same. It's the same, but you have to really train your technique of foiling. I think this bleach is a bleach that came a long time from Trista from school, and he brought it here, so I use it on dough hair today. So that's why it's so watery. In general, you want them to be the consistent of the enlightener in your bowl is gonna be more like yogurt, not really watery. But you don't want to be too thick either. So even I already wait for the color, I mean the eyeliner, but it's still watery because the bleach maybe already expired. We use some of the old bleach for dough hair so that we can practice. So you can see that I'm folding in three so that the piece is not get too long. Because clients sometimes or most of the time when they in process, in the bleach and color process, they might go to the bathroom, they might walk around. If the foil is too long here, they're gonna be like wiggle, and then they're gonna drop the foils, and it's gonna be create a lot of messy. So I'm gonna be finish this foil. I'm gonna walk you through our salon to introduce you to our salon and recap, answer your question if you have for me, and I will see you for more classes in the future. I mean, you can find me on YouTube at Michelle Cow, and of course you can also DM me on my Instagram at about Michelle Cow. So let's say if I'm finishing up to this, the top here, I will wrap them everything together. So if it's a whole subsection this way, the client can dance while she processing, and the foil is not going to go anywhere, right? So we want to make sure that everything going to be nice, because she's going to be spending 6 hours here processing this to be really get to level 10. Don't rush. You can use a 40 volume exactly the same how you apply, but 20 volume, 30 volume, and 40 volume here. We do have some lighting that you can generate some light and some heat here, just the back of the hair, so it process faster. Remember, all the bleach work in 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes, every bleach will percent. Now the 30 volume and 40 volume gonna give you a little bit longer, right? A little bit longer time. So think about master on your bleach, your enlightener, and understand what level I lift so I can tone and I can pre-tone. All this work, I pre-tone first. Pre-tone is like a primer, right? There is no way you're gonna do color in the hair that are bleach and get exactly the result. You might have a similar, but the longevity, the quality is not gonna be the same. Think about when you go to nail salon, they will put the primer, or they call base coat, and they put a nail polish, 2 coats of nail polish, and they're gonna put a top coat. Think about color, similar the way they apply nail polish. You're gonna have pre-tone her. If she still have a little bit of a yellow, how are you gonna pre-tone so you can neutralize that yellow? Then you're gonna let it process, you're gonna wash the hair, and you have that last tone to finish. So work as you go, right? So let me see if I'm finished everything here. I hope that you enjoy the class. I hope that I answered some of the questions, showing you some of the technique. Unfortunately, color class is not gonna be 1 hour. Like you're gonna see everything, you're gonna see the finish, you're gonna see the beginning. So this is something that I done last week. And this is how the dough hair gonna be done exactly the same. And that is how the client gonna sit around and waiting for the process. And when I told and pre-told her, which is in the future, I will have more class for you. You will see the result, something like this. This is what I done. Well, this is the cut that Patrick the hair done when he was here with our salon. But then the rest of that is my cut and my color. So I do both cut and color. And so this is the final look. I'm going to show you a little bit about our salon. So we are, you can see here on our station, we have 4 stations, and we have all the product here. We have some Aveda, we have majorities is Arrojo product, it's a styling products. If you walk here, I'm going to show you our shampoo area. So here's our shampoo areas, and we have, which I just recently moved this shampoo chair out to prepare for our reopening. So in the back we have towels, we have Arrojo, back bar, shampoo, conditioning, mask, and so on. So the towels is inside. And here's the other side. Trisha station is here, and we have a similar products and everything there as well. This is the original we have is for a client to sell blow dry station. So we don't offer include a blow dry on any color service. So the client we shampoo or assistant shampoo client, and then they will blow dry them as well. So we have a second computer or 4 computer here for our employee, for our staff to clock in, clock out. We use we use all Aveda color in our back bar as the color. And yeah, so here's our, today all our windows and doors are boarded up because there's a protest last couple of days. So it's kind of dark, but in general we have a total of 13 windows, so you see a lot of natural light. So here is our employee room. We have a little room here for everybody to come and hang out. Used to be, but no longer. We're gonna have to comply with a lot of restriction for the COVID-19. So that is our room, and we used to offer wine and red wine, white wine, and everything like that. But now we don't. Oh, this is already lights on. Sorry. So here is our retail and our waiting area. So here is our Arrojo products, and we sell them. There's nothing underneath that have there. So when we reopen, we might have to stock up our Arrojo product as well. So here's my little office on the side. We do have some Aveda product here waiting. We do have facial and massage, and here's our front desk area. It's kind of dark here. Oh, the lighting. For now, I'm not sure with this one. Oh, physical. So yeah. So thank you again. I am so honored to be here with you guys and share some of what we about, what I am about, and I am so grateful for this platform. You can reach out to me at Arrojo, or you can reach out to me with any question. If you have a question from Arrojo, then you can go to arrojoNYC.com, or reach out to me. I can direct you to whoever in charge with Arrojo in terms of become Arrojo ambassador salon, or join our platform. And again, thank you for Nick Arrojo. Thank you for the art team, seniors, leaders. Thank you for everyone. And thank you again, Trista.
You're welcome, Michelle.
Today. You can click this. So take care, guys. Thank you. We see you very soon.
Bye, guys.